Alright, today we got a quick manifestation tip. Neville Goddard was asked, what if I want to manifest more than one thing? And I don't know how to do it, and I feel tired when I imagine something and then the other. Neville Goddard actually answered that by saying that he personally imagined a lot of things during the day. But if you want to manifest a lot of things at the same time, like imagine a scene at the same time that implies that your wish is fulfilled and all your desires are already yours, then this technique might be really helpful for you. It's called, isn't it wonderful? Having that feeling of, isn't it wonderful? You don't let the mind ask you, what is wonderful? Just stay in the isn't it wonderful state. Like when your mind tries to go into detail, you just shut it out. Isn't it wonderful? That's it. And sometimes you can actually use it to specific things. Like, isn't it wonderful that all my desires are now fulfilled? That feeling, that state, you fall asleep in that state of, isn't it wonderful? It's just that state that you fall asleep with that will materialize the things in your life in the 3D world. So if you want, for example, to have a house, a car, and, for example, a girlfriend or a boyfriend, imagine that you are saying to yourself, isn't it wonderful? And let your mind wonder a bit without giving it detail about anything. Isn't it wonderful? And all of a sudden, automatically, your desires will form a picture like in your imagination. Like you will suddenly imagine that you are in a house, in a big house, in a mansion, and you parked your G-Wagon, for example, if that's your dream car, in front of the house, and someone next to you, maybe someone that you want to be in a relationship with. But the key here is to get into the feeling that, isn't it wonderful that I got all this? Isn't it wonderful that I have this, this, and this? You have all your desires. You have everything you desire. Isn't it wonderful? This is why Elmer Locker actually stresses on being successful, feeling successful when you are going to sleep, feeling like everything is working out for you. What you fall asleep doing and feeling, you will actually experience in your real life, in the 3D world, because this is the real life. The 3D world is just an illusion. It's a hologram. So you can actually shift to a parallel universe. This word, parallel universe or earth that is more congruent with your state of being. And be careful, guys. Be careful if you are angry. Don't entertain a bad thought, a bad idea. Don't entertain anger and frustration and all that, because this is not a good state of being. A good state of being is actually being more happy, be more joyful, be in a state of the wish fulfilled, be in a state that you know that it is done. I'm not telling you to be happy 24/7, but I'm telling you to have this knowing, this acceptance of the end, that it is done. Just have the feeling that it is done. Have this feeling that everything is working out for you. If you don't, then you will let the external world actually control you. And this is not a good thing. You gotta be segregated from the 3D reality when it's not compliant with what you want. Let's say, for example, that something pissed you off. If you react to it, you're actually like pressing the like button on YouTube Shorts. So you will find more content like that popping up. This is the same. Only react emotionally when something good happens. So for example, if you find someone that tells you you look good today, react to that well. Like be in a state of happiness and joyfulness and be ecstatic. Because Neville actually talked about imagining more than one thing in one single word. One single word. Be ecstatic. Ecstasy is the word. When you are in ecstasy, you are being in the wish fulfilled of everything that you want. This is actually a good advice from Neville, because most of you guys, including myself, we look at the 3D reality and all of a sudden we feel frustrated because you wanted that business to succeed, but it didn't yet. And you want to know how you can control it. You feel like you have to do something in the 3D world. All you have to do is go within and see what is blocking that from coming. Maybe nothing is wrong and all you have to do is to stay in the wish fulfilled. To desire a state is to have it. So if you want to have something, you gotta be it. Because you don't get what you are, what you want, you get what you are. You don't get what you really want, you get what you're conscious of being. If you're conscious of being rich, you will be rich. If you're conscious of being like sexy and whatnot, you will be. If you're conscious of being like insecure about things, then people will reflect that on you. So you gotta know which one or which person you are. Not what you want, what you are. Who are you? Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you? And when you go to sleep, fall asleep feeling ecstatic that everything you want is already yours. And believe me, this will change your life. We are all in the same ship. We are trying to discover ourselves. We are trying to remember who we truly are. We are so powerful. This mind we got is so powerful because it's connected to the whole universe, connected to the universal mind, to the mind of God. And this is actually so important to know, because once you know it, you will know how powerful you are. You've just been hypnotized by everything around you. Now you are taking back your control over things. You're taking back the control over your mind. You're taking back the control over everything around you. You can control the simulation by control your feeling states. So don't fall short to the idea that you are controlled by everything around you. No, you are controlling it, not the opposite, which is actually something that can change your life once you know it and once you experience it. Most of you guys actually climbed the ladder, including me. So we know that what we think actually materializes in this world. What we think will be a reality in the 3D world. So keep persisting in, and if you want to manifest a lot of things, be in a state of ecstasy and say, isn't it wonderful? And let your mind wander in the feeling of, isn't it wonderful? And believe me, amazing things will happen to you. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. Like to reach more people. Tell me down in the comments what you think. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you soon.